I told you about 3 times you won't fucking with me, right? Umbrella. I'ma run it up and up and up. 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 Big brella grinding till I build it up. Shawty private purpose like it's Eminem. Sliding through your city, you gon' live and learn. She gon' let me fuck cause I'm a living legend.
Eminent Sports Broadcasting, ladies and gentlemen. We back in the building. Here to discuss more boxing topics, more sports topics. But right now, we talking about Canelo Alvarez. I'm your host, Classic, and I'm rocking with my host,
your boy Loso, aka the chef,
yeah,
aka Mr. Hibachi.
Nice.
Your boy be out here cooking. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, Canelo Alvarez is drawing a line in the sand. And he's saying that his next opponent will be an American fighter. So technically, David Benavidez is in that category. Will he be next?
Sir.
So we got the main contenders is gonna be Jamal Charlo, Terrence Crawford, and David Benavidez. So if he say he's gonna fight American fighter, and these are the fighters that are associated with PBC, I can't see them pulling anybody else out of any other situation to be able to make a big fight with Canelo Alvarez. So these are the possible opponents. What do you think, Los?
Hey, man. It's the ultimate trio right there. But I think he already eliminated Crawford. Crawford's out the picture. And said there's nothing to gain from fighting Crawford. Everybody, if he beat Crawford, they just gonna say he was too small. And it's at his point, I don't agree, but it's like a high risk, no reward for him. Obviously, because Crawford's probably the best fighter in the world. And if he loses to him, they're gonna say he lost to a smaller, 147-pound champ.
Yeah.
And if he wins, they're gonna say the man too small. Jamal.
Yeah, Crawford. I disagree with Canelo Alvarez in that sense, man. I think first of all, Crawford is, like you said, pound for pound #1 in the sport, and it's been that way for quite some time. If he ain't been #1, he been 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? For like the past decade, it feels like. So, 2-time undisputed champion, cleaned out 2 divisions. If he wants that smoke, give it to him. You feel what I'm saying? You know me, I'm Team Benavidez, man. I'd much rather see Benavidez get the shot. He's been the mandatory for 2 years plus, which is beyond ridiculous. You know what I mean? He's had all the belts, so it's not like he's trying to like keep Benavidez to the side while he's trying to accumulate belts. Nah, he's had the belts, right?
Yep.
So like to swerve Benavidez for anybody, the only other fighter that makes sense at this moment is Terrence Crawford. So, I mean, he's eliminated any Mexicans, right? So that would be Jaime Munguia, right? That'll be a big fight.
Yeah, I think Jaime's next. But I don't think he's swerving Benavidez. I think Benavidez is the next fight.
You think so?
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Wow.
I saw on Twitter they talking about the man. They might be in negotiations right now. Everybody just trying to keep it quiet. If you check the tea leaves, Jose Benavidez Sr. hasn't been doing no talking.
Yeah.
No nothing right now. So
everything's hush.
Looks like everything's hush right now. Them boys working, trying to get something going. So
and if they get that fight off, man, that hey, I will salute Canelo Alvarez, because in a million years I thought he was gonna swerve Benavidez all the way, bro. I didn't think that was going to even be possibly the next fight. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yo.
Canelo ain't ducking no smoke, man. You
No,
know?
I'm not saying that, but you know what I
And
mean? I would. He's in that situation where a Benavidez type of a guy, opponent, I would understand. You know what I mean? Like the man's younger. You know what I'm saying? You've climbed the mountaintop. So I mean, if he wasn't gonna fight David Benavidez, the only fight where he would keep the belts would be for Terrence Crawford, right? Because Terrence Crawford would want that opportunity to be 3 times undisputed, right or wrong.
mm-hmm. Right.
So any other fighter, you would have to just drop some belts, man, because you can't be log jamming the division. But if you're gonna fight David Benavidez next, kudos.
Nah, most definitely. And I think me, if I'm him, I knock him out right now. I go straight to David. Go ahead and knock that out. And then the smooth sailing from there. Munguia's food.
Yeah, I mean if you can get the David Benavidez fight off, if you can beat David Benavidez, man, listen here. You might be shit, I ain't gonna say you TBE, but goddamn it, you gonna have some arguments, man.
Hey, he's arguably right now already the best Mexican fighter of all time. He beat David Benavidez, boy. Shit. He's gonna be in that TBE discussion for sure. For sure. I mean, resume's stellar. You know what I mean? He's ducked nobody for everybody at this point. And right now, at this point, every month, year he waits to fight Benavidez, he's just giving David a better shot of winning. So the time is now. This is the fight everybody wants.
Everybody.
So he has to. It's
Yes,
lasted long enough. So it's time. It's time. I think
acknowledge his fight, man.
I think he took the first shot at David, talking about the fight's gonna be an American. And you know the Mexico's from Mexico, Mexicans from Mexico don't really acknowledge Mexican Americans, especially David being mixed too. And that add another layer to the Mexicans from across the border saying that he ain't no real Mexican, which he is. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
So what if it's Jamal Charlo?
I don't think nobody wants to see Jamal Charlo. It's a bad choice, man. The casuals won't be able to differentiate between Jamal and Jamal. Jamal made such a stinker. I don't think nobody wants to see a Charlo in another fight.
Yeah.
Versus Canelo. At least not right now. Jamal will have to go put in some work, go fight, go get his get back with Caleb, even though I think he might lose that fight. I think Caleb beats Charlo. But
I mean, that's the fight, man.
He needs to go, for a person that hasn't lost, I've never seen somebody who hasn't lost have to go rebuild himself. But I think that's where he's at.
But it's clear as day that the fight to make for Jamal is the Caleb Plant fight.
Definitely.
You don't gotta do nothing for that, bruh. You could literally throw that shit on, bruh. I mean, if it's not a pay-per-view, you don't really have to promote it. You put that shit on Amazon Prime, free fight, with no build-up. That shit's doing 1 million streams.
You do a well build-up, that shit's doing a couple million streams.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that's how people know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Casuals know. Boxing hardcores know what happened between those two. Be a damn good fight. Jamal will be moving up to 168 officially, right? Because Caleb can't go down, so he's gonna have to drop the belt, that WBC belt. Can't hold that belt hostage no longer.
He should have been dropped it. He should have been dropped it,
man. He should have been dropped it. So Artemis could be elevated, and then we could see what's going on in that division, man. Because you got
Adames.
Yeah, Adames. You got Adames, Carlos Adames. You got Janabek with he's unified in that scrub fight that he had last year. And then who has a fourth belt in that division?
Oh,
Middleweight. Oh no, isn't that Isn't that Lara WBA belt?
Mm-hmm.
So you could do Carlos Adames versus Lara, unify, and then you could fucking just throw the Janabek fight and undispute that shit, bro. I mean, that ain't no Saudi fight. Saudis ain't gonna want that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a fight that you could throw on ESPN Plus and Prime streaming and bubble the sport.
Yeah, I mean, the build-up would be great, be crazy. They're both good talkers, both talk shit. Caleb slapped the spit out Jamal's mouth. The slap heard across the boxing world. The slap heard across Twitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bro, you know all our Caucasians gonna be tuning in. They got one. So this is gonna be a big fight. You know what I mean? And it's always a big fight when you got a race against a race. You got a white boy versus a black boy.
Facts.
Oh, that's gonna be a big fight. Especially white boy slap the shit out the black boy. Oh my goodness. It's usually the other way around.
So what do you
But
think?
Caleb is our adopted brother, though. You know what I mean? So, because the brothers do like Caleb because of his style.
Yeah.
Just a smooth dude. You know what I mean?
And the shit he be talking, he popped that shit.
Yeah.
And he tries
Caleb,
best to back it up.
Hey, Caleb's that boy. You know what I mean? Before Benavidez didn't get stopped, before Canelo got stopped, before Benavidez didn't get stopped. Common opponent for Canelo and Benavidez.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a great fight, man. That fight needs to be made. That fight needs to be next. That fight should be on the undercard.
I was gonna say
If you want to make the card huge,
yeah.
right? If you want to bounce back up off this Thurman and Zoo, or the backlash they getting for that card, you hit them with the Canelo Benavidez, Jamal, and Caleb on the undercard, co-main event. Oh
And
my
that
goodness.
way you could rebuild Jamal, because if Jamal beats Caleb, now he
You have the
mandates
Jamal
a
versus
fight
Canelo.
with Canelo.
Yes.
I mean, that's the best way to do it, man.
Yeah, huge fight, bro.
That's the best way to do it.
That pay-per-view does 1.5.
Oh man,
But
that's doing. That gotta do 2 million, Papa.
Could do 2 million. I'm being you know,
That shit, that with the right promotion,
I'm being conservative with that 1.5.
with
That build up, you know, they're gonna
right
go on the
promotion,
road,
that shit
or
will
four
do.
of them at the press conference, or 4 of them popping shit. Oh my goodness. You know
And it's gonna be leak, and it's gonna be spillage from both sides onto the other fighters.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, Benavidez might throw some shade at fucking Jamal. Jamal might throw some shade at Benavidez or Canelo. You know what I'm saying?
Both he's gonna go talk shit to both of them.
Yeah.
You know?
They're gonna say, "Yo,
Shit,
keep your eyes on your fight, nigga." You
On
know
my
what I'm saying?
on our light work.
What do you say? Keep your fight. Where Crawford said to that dude that time. What he said? Pay attention to your fight before you don't make it to your fight. So you know what I mean? Oh man,
classic shit, man. Classic shit.
It makes no sense, bro, to prolong this anymore. I know a lot of people were speculating that Benavidez would be the third fight on the contract, right? But I mean, it's a 3-fight deal. So obviously, if Benavidez wins, you mean the third fight is going to be the rematch. You know what I mean? And then
Of course.
you're off to you could
And
sail
if
away,
Canelo wins, third fight is Munguia. So he could go stick it to Oscar. And then from there, Canelo's on back on his UK tour until he's done.
Yeah.
He's back on his UK tour till he's done. You hear me?
All right, so we painted the scenario for Jamal, right? Jump back on the screen with me real quick. We painted a picture with Jamal, right? What's the scenario for Crawford?
Crawford? I think
Yeah,
he
what's
goes I think Crawford should set his sight back on Jamal. Force
Definitely.
Jamal out of his hiatus. Show your face.
Yeah.
Come on, you can come clean your face
Yeah.
with this fight, right?
Big build up.
That
That's a
big
big
build
fight,
up.
bro.
You know what I mean?
But what's up with Crawford, though? He not signed
Jamal
with the
technically,
Yeah.
Jamal technically never lost his other belt.
Yeah.
Zoo has, so it's technically, you know what I mean? Still considered undisputed. You know? Did they strip him of another belt or not?
Yeah, nah, he's down to one belt, bro.
Down to one belt?
He only got the WBA. He lost the WBO to Zoo. Fondora's fighting for the WBC. And
Oh yeah.
the IBF is that Russian is gonna fight for it.
That's dirty work. That's dirty work by these sanctioning bodies, man. I feel them though. That's dirty work from them, man.
I mean, the
I
thing
feel
about it
you.
is, go ahead.
You know how I feel after you become undisputed. I feel like you should vacate the belts anyway. You know what I mean? And move on.
So then
At that point, you have nothing to lose. You know what I mean? You don't go straight into a big fight like undisputed versus undisputed. You should vacate like Devin did, like what Canelo should have done. And
the fact that
because
Canelo
at that
wants
point
to
you have
hold on to
nothing to
these
lose.
belts was forcing the David Benavidez fight.
Right. But I think that fight could happen with no belts. It don't
Or
matter.
maybe he wanted it though, so maybe that's why he held on to it.
Yeah. I think Canelo no. You know what I mean? He's prideful, bro. One thing you can say about Canelo, he's prideful.
Yeah.
And whenever people bring on that Benavidez name and all that shit, you know that shit got to eat at it. Got to burn at it, you know? So
Yeah, because bro, if
he
you look
wants
at
that
any
smoke.
if you look at any poll, right? Any poll whatsoever, and you say who should Canelo fight next? Everyone says David Benavidez.
Yep.
If you could put whoever's names, Jaime Munguia, you could put Crawford. Canelo Benavidez is like 80% every time. You know what I'm saying? That's the fight everyone wants to see. That's the fight that's gonna make the world stop. That's the fight that's gonna make the world stop. Big fight in the United States. Big fight in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest fight to be made right now in boxing, in my opinion. That shit is bigger than Fury Usyk.
Yeah, it's of course. It's two Americans.
You put Fury
Two
Usyk
American
here.
fighters. Two American fighters. You know, Canelo's from Mexico, but you know he fights in the US. But back to Canelo, I don't think he signs with PBC without the intention of fighting Benavidez.
I mean, they would be fools if they were to draft up a contract and not have Benavidez in that contract.
I don't think he puts himself in that position if he doesn't intend on fighting David Benavidez. That's the case because whatever money he's getting from PBC, he could have got from Matchroom. You know?
Nah, at that time, when he left Matchroom, they didn't have no fights for him. So
But they still would have paid him, and they still would have
been paid
stayed across the street and let him fight whoever he wants. They'd have made fights for him. They made Ryder. They didn't pay that man so much money just to.
But he would have had to take a significant pay cut.
I don't think so.
I'm telling you, bro. Even I seen an interview where Eddie Hearn said, you know what I mean, like we exhausted all the fights. You know what I mean? Remember, they were trying to build up fights. They signed Berlanga. They were trying to keep him to fight a lower cost fight, to fight like a Berlanga, or maybe you would do Jaime versus Berlanga in the winner fight Canelo. You know what I'm saying?
But you still have Jaime, you have Berlanga over there.
But it
You
wasn't going to command the $30 to $50 million that he wanted.
Yeah, nah, but like you tell me, Canelo is dude that they overpay. So,
I just think internally.
anyway, I think we get it, man. I think we get. How you think the fight goes? Who you got? Early prediction.
Oh shit. Hey, I'm gonna be real. Hey, I've never looked on boxing scene before. It's coming, Papa.
I told you. I saw something about that.
I've never looked on boxing scene before, and At least I've never noticed. And I look up champions. Look at this shit.
Can't
I
see
know
the
they ain't
bird.
focusing. Is it gonna focus? Anyways, I've never looked at BoxRec before and noticed, and then they've had the IBO listed, bruh. They got the IBO listed I've never noticed that shit. Nah, it's always been just the 4 majors, and then that's it. When you look at the champions, now these niggas got the IBO listed, bruh. It's coming, bruh. 5th sanctioning body. It's coming. You know the motherfuckers in Coral Gables too, right?
IBOs in Coral Gables?
Yeah, the IBOs in Coral Gables, right here in Florida.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's their headquarters. So you got the IBO in Coral Gables, Florida. Yeah, I mean WBC is a Mexican. The WBC's Mexican. In Mexico, I should say. It's in Mexico. The IBF is in New Jersey. The WBA, I think they moved their headquarters to Texas now, right? And then the WBO is in what? Panama? I think the WBO.
Man, who you got in the fight?
You know I got David Benavidez, man. Stop fucking playing, bruh.
Why?
David Benavidez is a motherfucking
Why?
problem. Is Canelo gonna put a rehydration clause on him?
Fuck no.
You
How
know,
the hell would he put a
rehydration clause on
what the fuck
Benavidez?
would he put a rehydration clause on Benavidez? Who has he put a rehydration clause at 68 on?
He dead then, Papa.
Yeah, man. He might stop Benavidez to the body.
I mean, he can't put a rehydration clause on Benavidez. You know why? Because he didn't put a rehydration clause when he went up to 175 and fought Bivol.
Yeah, he's not. He ain't
So-
he's not.
All right, so no rehydration clause. David Benavidez versus Canelo Alvarez. I'm going with the Mexican monster, man. He's one of my favorite fighters. I love the way he fights. I love his energy. You know what I'm saying? I wish he would garner more attention. I wish people would stop playing and put some respect on his name. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's who I'm pulling for, man. I like Benavidez. I think he'll be big for boxing in the future. He'll bring a lot of attention. He's about that action. David Benavidez, man. Who you got?
I like Canelo in that fight.
Yeah?
Definitely like Canelo in that fight. Yeah. Too much experience. Too much big fight experience, my boy.
Woo!
You know what I mean? Too much big fight experience. And he learned from the mistake against Bivol. He ain't gonna do that again. He ain't gonna do that again. He gonna let them hands go. He ain't gonna do that what he did last time. And it's, boy, he didn't respect Bivol. He thought he was gonna walk through Bivol. He respect David. So it's gonna be a different approach.
Yeah.
And he was gassed in the Bivol fight. They were saying that they heard him say in the 4th round he was out of gas, and his trainer told him, man, just don't get knocked out. Just don't get knocked out. Real shit. I think David Benavidez comes in the best shape of his life and brings the fight to David. Perfect counter shot. Might drop him.
David got a chin, Papa.
Yeah, but David,
David got a chin. He's been dropped.
who was it? Gerville? Gerville was the nigga name?
I think so. Drop.
Yeah,
him.
drop. What Canelo gonna do? Yeah. We don't know. He might be soft to the body too.
I don't think so.
No.
Ah, man.
You don't know.
Can't see it, man. David Benavidez coming downhill on you. You know what I mean?
Stop make fun.
Working behind the jab. Defense is very, very underrated.
See, Bivol had a perfect game plan. He was in and out on Canelo. Benavidez not going to be in and out. He's going to be
Coming
right there in the
straight to him.
pocket, coming straight to him.
Yeah.
Might walk into something.
Shit, Canelo might walk into something. So
That's
that
fine.
guy Canelo can't
got-
get touched.
He can't get touched, but he got a
40-plus-year-old Golovkin was touching him in that last fight,
Couldn't hurt him.
and you didn't want to give
hurt
Golovkin
him.
no rounds.
Couldn't hurt him. He gave him a few.
Yeah, he definitely got more than what a lot of people were saying. I think he had between 3 and 4 rounds in that fight.
Yeah, you got a few.
He got a few rounds in that fight.
Well,
You know what I mean? A lot of
about-
people was trying to not give him no credit at all. You know what I mean? It was a shit fight. It wasn't entertaining, but I mean, he did his best. I mean, he basically stalled his career waiting for that fight.
Yep.
He didn't fight Andre. He
But
didn't
a lot
fight
of these
Munguia.
what a lot of these busters do, waiting on their big payday.
Yeah, a lot of people do that, but he egregiously did it because they were willing to pay him. A lot of people wait for certain fights. Why? Because they want that paper, right?
Yep.
Golovkin was getting $20 million a fight on the zone. He
You
could
know,
have took
question-
strong. He could have took tougher competition.
He didn't want to.
He didn't
Like a lot
want
of
to.
these niggas, nah, he didn't want to get the opportunity taken away from him. Think about the 3 paydays he got in them Canelo fights. Except for life.
Yeah, but he was getting big money regardless, though, Los. Because check it
Yeah,
out.
no.
Check
He
it
got
out.
even bigger money versus Canelo.
But check it out. How much money did he get? I don't even think that pay-per-view did that well.
Oh, they get guarantees. It's crazy.
Yeah, but they're guaranteed. But you talking about upside, right? If you're getting
Nah,
20
but I'm
million,
just talking about guarantees, right?
know what I'm saying though? Well, how much of an upside was there? I don't think they made that shit back.
I'm not even
anyways,
talking about the upside. I'm talking about straight guaranteed money the man got.
No, but check it out. Check me out. Let me play devil's advocate real quick, right? So he wanted that third Canelo fight, right? You know how I feel about Golovkin already in terms of his rivalry with Canelo Alvarez. I thought he won those first 2 fights, right? So you go in there and then you fight Canelo in that third fight. You should have got the first fight for sure. You should have got the first fight. You got a draw. Second fight, I felt like Golovkin won that fight. He lost it, right? Then he goes into the third fight, the trilogy, and then loses it with no doubt. You know what I mean? Canelo left no doubt. And now you disappear from the face of the earth. You haven't announced your retirement. What are you doing?
41
You
years
know what I
old.
You didn't fight Jamal. You didn't fight Jamal Charlo. You fought Derevyanchenko. You should have lost that fight. You got that victory, right? So that kind of balances you back out, right? Because you didn't get robbed. You did get robbed in the Canelo fight, in my opinion. But then you didn't.
Robbed?
Huh?
Robbed?
I mean, he won both fights, Papa.
Oh,
I thought he won both fights, and for me, the second fight, I had a wider scorecard, but the rounds were much closer.
oh wow. I
You feel
scored
me?
that. Me, my
Huh?
brother, my homie, all scored that fight. My brother came
Yeah.
from California talking that same shit. I said, oh yeah? He sat back, rolled up, made them all get a pen and paper.
Would you
We
lace them
gonna
blunts
score
with?
this
Yeah?
fight.
Would you lace them niggas blunts
We
with?
gonna go. We was smoking that good. We was smoking on that loud that day. Ooh, I think we had
This
some
nigga had
rocks
the
and
niggas-
all.
Niggas say rolled up.
Rolled up, or
Laced-
took it to the face, and pure focus.
Drank
You know what I'm
bad
talking
liquor. Drank bad liquor.
You know what I mean? I don't even think we drank. I think we was just smoking and scoring.
I showed
That's
Canelo.
it.
I showed Mad Canelo highlights.
Smoking and scoring. And everybody had Canelo winning that fight. Even my brother who came in the house
Yeah,
talking about Gennady won that fight. He said, nah, Gennady ain't win that fight.
yeah, but you ain't
We gonna
call me
score
over
this.
there. You ain't call me over there.
You'd have been the fourth one. You'd have scored that thing for Canelo too. Like Canelo was walking that man down.
No sir, no sir. One thing about
Walking
me,
down
I
the
feel
whole
I don't
fight.
miss on scorecards, man. I don't miss. I don't miss,
Come on,
man.
man.
I know what these motherfuckers is looking for. I know what they should be looking for, and I know if
Oh
it's
man,
just.
we call you classic capital A. For A side. CL capital A for A side, SSICK.
Well,
My
well,
nigga.
Golovkin was not the A side. Canelo
I,
was the A
I
side.
know. So that's I know you'd have scored for Canelo that fight. You rewatched it.
Oh, okay.
It's a fact though.
But yeah, man. Like I was saying, Golovkin didn't fight Jamal, didn't fight Andre, didn't fight Munguia. Like, you fought Rolls, you fought these weird fights, man. Like the Derevyanchenko fight made sense, right? Because Derevyanchenko was knocking on doors, right? And then at the time when Jamal beat Derevyanchenko way more convincing than you even could possibly thought of doing, that's when Al reached out and said, yo, boom, 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 what's up? Let's try to make that fight. They turned it down. They didn't want no smoke with Jamal. You feel me? So a lot of people try to make it seem like, okay, a lot of people want Al's fighters, right? To make fights. Tell me a time when Al tried to reach out to try to make a fight with another promoter and try to say, yo, bring your fight over here, other than the Ryan Garcia fight.
He didn't even do that. That wasn't him.
No, he tried to get
that was all Ryan and
no, I'm saying he tried to get Triple G, okay. and they said no. Triple G said no.
What that smoke?
Either way,
you wouldn't fight no black fight.
Another topic for another day. Canelo Alvarez, my next opponent, will be American. That puts David Benavidez in the sweepstakes. Woo! And so
Canelo, he in Tex-Mex.
So check me out on this real quick.
You're on this Tex-Mex.
Check me out. I know you hate the PBC, right?
I don't hate the PBC.
So if the PBC pulls off,
don't put that out there.
Hold up.
I don't hate the PBC. I hate how they do business, but I don't hate the PBC.
So you hate the PBC, right? So look,
I don't hate the PBC.
All right, you don't hate the PBC.
Come on, man. I've been to 3 PBC fights.
Facts. All right, so check it out. If Canelo fights Benavidez, and then Jamal and Caleb is on that undercard, right? And then Crawford fights Jermell, right? And then maybe you do Adames versus
Adames.
I keep saying
come on, man, get my Dominican nigga name right now. Stop disrespecting my dog. Right? Adames, man.
Adames. What am I saying? Adames?
Adames. Nigga think he watching Juice and shit. God
Adames is that Polish fighter, remember?
No, man, it's the nigga from Juice, man.
No, but I think the name is spelled the same, no?
Adames,
anyways,
nigga.
Carlos Adames, right?
Sure, right, Jamal don't want that smoke either.
All right, so check me out. Then you make like a Carlos Adames versus Mendoza, right? Because Mendoza's coming off the loss after upsetting Fondora. You make that, you got to get him in the mix right away, right? And then you get whatever Gervonta's doing. What is Gervonta doing? Whatever his next big fight.
Hey, not to cut you off. Rumor has it they made what's the dude's name? Cody Crowley mandatory for Boots belt, and they saying Boots and Crowley gonna be on the undercard of Canelo and David Benavidez. Co-main. You heard it here first. ESB boys. Got that from my source. Don't worry about that. Tap in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we might have to do a breaking news on that one, my nigga.
Yeah, this is breaking news, but I'm dropping it right here.
Yeah, but
y'all boys know.
Well, we put breaking news, and we put that shit up there, and it's gonna garner more attention. You feel me? I know you connected, so yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's see if that happens, and that's why we might need to drop that, so then people can say, "Oh shit, these niggas got some credibility."
Niggas heard it here first. Tap in.
So Crowley versus Boots. Oh man, that's a beatdown. That's a beatdown, man.
Yeah. Be honest, I haven't seen Cody Crowley fight. I heard he's nice.
He's nice, but not for Boots, Papa.
Not for Boots.
There's just levels, you know what I mean? Like, if Cody Crowley was gonna get a shot at a belt, you would try to get that. You would try to get the Mario Barrios belt. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna be elevated. He's gonna be probably fighting for a vacant, right? Mm-hmm. Or he's gonna already be elevated. I don't know what the process is gonna be, because he's the interim, right? I mean, if I'm Crowley, I'm trying to get that belt first, and then if I could pull that off, Then I could do a unification with Boots and get 2 big paydays. But you fight Boots, you basically cashing out.
And what if it beats Boots?
Man, stop, bro.
What's it not? But what?
Stop it, bro.
You go in there and show your ass against Boots, boy. You on the map.
Get closer to the mic. I can't.
And so as you go show your ass against Boots, man, you on the map.
Yo,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now you good.
Yeah,
Now you good.
you show your ass against Boots, you on the map. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and in boxing, bro, you got to take the opportunities when they come. You fuck around, never get one again. Fuck around, never get another one again. So you gotta take them when they come. You took another Stay Busy fighter, some shit like Fandora did and get beat. And who's to say you're gonna get a gift like Fandora's getting, fighting for the belt, coming off a stoppage loss?
Yeah, but that's fun. But that's when you in good graces with your promoter, because when they say, "Yo, you want to wait around or you want to fight?" "Oh, I want to fight." "All right, I'm gonna put you in this tough fight." Boom, you fight Lubin. Boom, then you fight Mendoza. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be rewarded, man. You can't just like while you're waiting around and you're giving Jermell the opportunity to become undisputed when you're the mandatory. When the time comes around, you have to be repaid. That's how it should work, in my opinion. Yeah, it's not like he was sitting on his hands. He was fighting stiff competition while he was waiting for his opportunity to fight for undisputed. You feel me? But anyways, back to what I was saying. Good fight. Either way it goes, either one of these opponents, except for Jamal, and that's just because he's just been out of the ring too long. We got to see him in a big fight and get a big win before his name could be back in the spotlight. Jamel's going to need to dust himself off. He's going to need to get in there and make some shit happen. You know what I mean? To get back in the mix. Actually, he can just go right into a Crawford fight. That animosity and the way they can build that fight up, he don't even need to see nothing else. I mean, he stepped up and he fought Canelo. He lost. A lot of people give him a lot of slack for that fight. You know what I mean? I didn't think he sold out. Los. You heard what I said?
Yeah.
Nah, you sound muffled as fuck.
Can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Nah, if he'd have got knocked out on his shields, he'd have got more credit than how he went out. Not fighting, bro. Supposed to be lions only. You know what I mean?
Definitely, but
and he ain't go out like a lion. He went out like a little cub. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
He went out like a little cub.
But the way how
He went out like a little pussycat.
Nah, don't do that.
He did, bro.
Nah, but check it out. The way he didn't fight no different though. If you pay attention, right? If you pay attention to the way Jamel fights, he didn't fight Canelo no different than he fights every other fighter. He moves around and then he ambushes you. He runs you into shots. That's how he fights. He fought, but when he hit Canelo flush with shots, it had no effect.
No, don't say that. Don't mislead the public like that. Our beautiful boxing community. Our hardcores know better than that. Jamel stands right in front of you.
No.
Nigga look at me, comes down and throws his jab and throws his 1-2, 1-2-3, 2-3. He stand in front. He don't do no moving.
Nah, he moves.
That boy stand right in front of you. Nah, he does not move a lot.
He's a mover.
Nah, he's not a mover. He's not a mover.
He's an ambush fighter, bro. He moves around and then he pounces on you. That's how he fights. He runs you into shots.
No way.
He uses a lot of
He moved against Castano?
Yeah, both fights.
He moved against Castano was the one moved. He
no,
moved against
bro.
Harrison?
Jamel is a mover. He's fought Tony Harrison the same way. You gotta watch Jamel fight again, bro. You thinking of Jamal, bro. Jamal stands in front of you and fights behind a jab. Jamel moves, bro. He's a mover. He's an ambush fighter. He runs you into shots. He ran Canelo into shots, but the shots had no effect. So if someone fights a certain way, right? And he's trying to fight the same way he fights every fight in the biggest fight of his career, and he sees that he's not hurting his opponent, he has to make some type of alterations in his approach.
Which he didn't. He did nothing. He just survived. He fought not to get knocked out.
That was the alteration that he made.
Nah, but he didn't even try, my nigga.
That was the concessions that he had to make.
He didn't even try. And that's what people don't like. That's what turned a lot of people off.
I agree. He didn't sell out. He didn't sell out. But to say he didn't try,
he didn't even throw no hard punches. Like, he didn't do shit. He didn't do shit that fight, man.
That's not true.
It's true, bro. Everybody left.
I'm not even trying to defend him, bro. I'm just keeping it real.
Bro. He didn't even fight, bro. He didn't even fight.
I'm gonna have to do some film study with you then on that one.
His stock dropped big time in that fight.
It did
He
drop.
didn't even fight.
It did drop. But we're gonna have to do some film study so you can see that he was doing a lot of the things that he does in all his other fights. You feel me?
You say something like that.
Anyway, so if PBC pulls off all these fights that I was giving you those scenarios, will they be back in your graces?
I mean, I'll be happy. That's a big fight. This is what the fans want them to do. Give us what we want. If you're gonna give us pay-per-view, at least make it a worthy pay-per-view. And that'll be a worthy pay-per-view.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, man.
I don't know. A lot of people are gonna be shocked, man. This pay-per-view that's coming up for them on the 30th, it's gonna be action-packed. A lot of good fights from start to finish, even from the undercards, is loaded. Even the free fights.
It is. But
I guarantee you, people are gonna be very, very shocked at how good these fights are gonna be. They're gonna be shocked at how pleased they are with the action that they're gonna see. And some of the upsets, maybe, some of the outcomes, maybe, versus a lot of these cards that we've been watching. You ain't even make it. You couldn't even make it through that card last night, and that shit started at a good time. You feel me? The Oshaki Foster and Nova fight. I was texting you. You were out.
I had to wake up early.
No, but what I'm saying is, a lot of these fights that are being made, a lot of these cards that are being constructed are not good cards. They're not entertaining cards. They have no name value, no recognition. They'll be A-side against no hopers.
PBC got a lot of the names that we want to see. So it's up to them to give them the fight we want.
Los, get on the mic.
Like, PBC has the fighters we want to see. So they have the responsibility to give us the fights that we want. Feel me?
Everybody got a responsibility to give us the fights that we want.
Yeah, but everybody doesn't have the names.
Eddie got a lot of fighters. Bob got a lot of fighters.
And they're fighting.
They're not fighting. They're not making them fight each other. They're doing shit. They're doing shit like Navarrete fighting a nobody for a vacant belt when they could have made Navarrete versus Shakur for Shakur's bet plus the vacant belt. So they're giving you that extra fight. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with it, bruh. Because it's just going to make the fight a bigger fight. If Navarrete's a champion and Shakur's a champion and it's for unification. I'm not knocking it. I'm just stating a fact. It's that runaround that they give you. That extra fight that you really don't need. But either way, Canelo Alvarez, decision impending. We're waiting. A lot of people are saying it's going to be David Benavidez, and I sure do hope that's what it is. Because that's what's going to get the boxing world talking. That's going to give us so much content for us to create, to talk about, to build on. Oh my God. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's believe. It's going down. You know what I'm talking about?
Ladies and gentlemen, like, subscribe,
share. Hey, if y'all feeling what we doing, y'all know boxing fans, share the channel, man. Share the page, bro. We giving y'all what we love to do, man. This channel here, let me give you a little background why we even started this channel, bro. Me and this man right here be on the phone debating for hours on a daily basis. So we just thought, yo, it was only right. You know what I mean? We put this on the airwaves, you know?
Yeah.
And bring this to the boxing community, man. You know? And we hoping to bring y'all into what we do, to the sport that we love, talk about and debate about, you know? So like we said before, man, tap in, get in the comment section. You know what I mean? The phone line's coming soon. Let's go, man. We're here for y'all.
Eminent Sports Broadcaster, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Classic.
Your boy Loso, in case you didn't know so.
And we out.
Y'all. ESP boys.
Yeah.
Holla.